Hello, Chef Ken and Culinary Jazz here. We had our jazz playing in the background most of the time. We try to have it all the time. I enjoy listening to it, and it just reminds me of how you can just do what you want, improvise, and have a good time cooking. So what I did was I improvised and made a cheesecake that's really a Boston cream pie cheese. So we had some ganache left over. We're gonna put whipped cream on it to finish it off. And I thought about it last night and said, well, I got this ganache left over. And this is the ganache that's 2 parts cream to 1 part chocolate. And this is how it comes out. It's fairly stiff. You could make a little ball out of this and roll it in toasted nuts or coconut or in cocoa or whatever you want to put it in, and make it a little chocolate, a little truffle out of it. So I had that left over. I said, why don't I do what I usually do with this is I thin it out and make either a filling or something that you can ice a cake with. So this is how it comes out. It comes out fairly thin. If you can see it, it's like pourable. It's thin. All right. So the one thing you have to worry about when you do this though is it's like whipping whipped cream, except it's about 10 times faster. So it's not going to whip as full, but it's going to come fast. So if you look away, you'd be surprised. You're going to end up with chocolate butter. So let me put it on high and see what we got. And I can always add a little more cream if I want. If I want to make it a little bit lighter, I can add a little bit more cream. So it's where I want it to be. So when this starts to go, you'll see, just like whipping cream now. But once it starts, it's going to go fast. You can see it tracking pretty quick. Okay, it's tracking. Now it hasn't gotten near double in size, which is what cream would do. Egg whites get 6 times volume. Heavy cream lifts up to about twice the volume. So it didn't get to twice the volume, but it's got a little bit bigger. So I'm going to cut it down here, and I'm going to go around and scrape it down because I don't want any real liquidy parts when I go to spread this on the cake. So I've just got to whip it till it gets to the point where I can put a spatula to it and put it on the cake. And that it's going to get fairly stiff, but as it sits, it gets stiffer. Now it's close. If I wait too long, I'm going to be in trouble. So let me see what we got. So you can see how it is right there. All right. I'm going to give it one more little whip after a scrape, and make sure we'll have nothing behind. I'm going to go one more time, and then I'm going to put it around the cake. Okay. So again, it's just ganache. There's nothing in it but cream and chocolate. Now look at that. It's just like the nicest icing you've ever had, right? See how easy it goes on? How nice? And I want to tell you, the taste is incredible. It's light and fluffy. And I always said it tastes like room temperature ice cream that really didn't melt, because it's aerated like ice cream. And this finishes it off real nice, doesn't it? And easy. How easy is that? So if you'd made it with a little bit more chocolate and less cream and used it just as a filling, you can make a pie with it, a pie filling. You can make it in the middle of a layer cake. Or, like I had said last time, you can take this and put it in a champagne glass with some nuts and fruit, a little garnish of fresh whipped cream on top. Just treat it like a chocolate mousse. You could just eat this with a spoon the way it is. Now, if we wanted to, we could take a cake comb and put some ridges on this. Or what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to grate some chocolate and just grate some chocolate around it. But before I do that, I want to put a border on it, a little border. So I've got a pastry bag, a nice, easy, disposable pastry bag. We can throw it away when we're done. Pastry bags have gotten cheap over the years, but at least you don't have to clean them. It's just a star tube. So you always fold the top over when you're filling it, and then you twist it tight. And we're going to give you a quick lesson in using a pastry bag here. All right, we're going to hold this. Thumb and forefinger. All these do is squeeze. Tight. Tight. You don't want anybody coming out the back. You can't have anything coming out the back. Tight. This hand only guides. This hand never squeezes. If you're right-handed, you squeeze and hold tight this, and you guide with this. You never squeeze with this. Everybody's mistake is they don't hold this tight enough and the icing comes out the back, and they try to right it with this and guide it. No, you just squeeze, and each one has to be independent. One independent and pull away. And if I had my glasses on, I'd do a better job. And it finishes it off nice. And you get to the point where you get pretty good at this and you go pretty fast. All right, and I'm going to come down to the bottom. As I said, as this sits and as put it in the refrigerator, it gets firmer. Each one is an independent shell, like you don't go zigzag. You go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 complete, then another one, then another one, then another one, and another one. Each one independent, and that's it. And I got a little left. I'll do this just to finish it off, and that's it. We just could shave some chocolate on the outside. I'm not going to take a video of that, no need. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have a chat. We're going to talk about all we've done the last couple of days. For now, Chef Ken signing off. Have a great day, exciting day, and a fun day cooking.